Hello, I'm Alex, the Bacano insurance journalist. Welcome back to the channel. I love saving you money on life, health, car insurance, you name it. An idea came to my mind today. What is renter's insurance and do you need it? Let's learn more. So the short answer is that renter's insurance is very similar to homeowner's insurance in that it protects you against risk. Renter's insurance is super important, especially for people who are in a category that is very vulnerable to risk. Statistics show us, who does this impact? A lot of people. More US households are renting than at any point in 50 years. Renters headed about 36% of the nation's households in 2019. And additionally, renter's insurance developed because fewer than 1/5 of rental properties are owned by profit businesses of any kind, meaning that about 70% are owned by individuals who typically own just one or two properties. The average landlord is somebody who is not really going to be in a position to help protect or reimburse you for damages to your property, which is why insurance specifically for renters was created. Here's something additional too. The average renter's total financial assets on average are about $20,000. There's several interesting patterns or things that are taking place here. Let's go ahead and look at some of them. Renters include some of the poorest people. Statistics show that 3 out of 5 people in the lowest income grouping rent their homes, as well as a whopping 88% of people with net worths that are in the bottom 25%. Younger people are also most likely to rent. We're talking about here folks that are underneath the age of 35. 66% of the people in the grouping beneath 35 years of age are rental. Younger people are more likely to rent. 66% of the people in the category of folks that are 35 and under are renters. This is a group of people who have not had a chance to really develop wealth at this point in their lives, being that the average homeowner is someone who buys their home at the age of 34. These are people who haven't had a chance to really develop net worth or assets just yet. The average first-time home buyer is 34 years of age. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or a long-term renter, I'd be honored if you smash that like button because it helps grow the channel. Earlier, I made an interesting video talking about one of the greatest ways to help guarantee or help ensure that those that depend on you are taken care of even during life's most difficult moment. Life insurance is something that is probably good for anyone, but especially those who are in the age of 35, 30. That is kind of the ideal point where life insurance rates are competitive and you have plenty of options. Take a look at an earlier video in which I explain why you need to look into life insurance. When you're dealing with renter's insurance, it is very important to be able to keep track of the things that you're gonna perhaps seek claim or reimbursement for. One of the easiest ways to do this is to utilize a spreadsheet, making sure to track items that are usually more than $100. You can also take pictures of receipts in case you want to make it a real quick process. But if you're really driven by detail, you can even go ahead and use something such as smart receipts to keep track of that information. Renter's insurance tends to cover damages related to theft, vandalism, electrical, and plumbing concerns. Now, these are not things that can be taken lightly. Every 15 seconds a home burglary occurs in the United States. There are 2.5 million burglaries that happen every year in our country. According to Home Advisor, the average person will pay $2,500 in water damage repairs with a range of about $1,000 to $4,000. Of course, these numbers don't include your personal belongings. What happens when you file a renter's insurance claim? There are generally 2 paths to being reimbursed. The first one is the actual cash value of whatever you're seeking claim for, or the replacement cost for it. These are 2 very different things. Actual cash value being exactly what it's worth, and the replacement cost being a number that's usually agreed upon. You might be at that moment right now in which you're deciding whether you want to go ahead and purchase a home, and you're putting the dots together and you're connecting all the pieces and saying to yourself, does it make more sense to rent or to own? One of the considerations you're going to have at that moment is probably going to be homeowner's insurance and taking a look at what the price or cost is for that coverage. If you're in this situation, make sure to take a look at a video that I made earlier in which I discussed great ways to save money on homeowner's insurance. It's definitely worth checking out, especially if you're looking for a home. Lastly, what is the best way to get renter's insurance? The best way to get renter's insurance is through an app called Lemonade. There are many different ways you can go through traditional carriers, but Lemonade makes the process seamless and has some great pricing. Definitely worth checking out because it makes the process of getting renter's insurance fast and easy to do. I want to go ahead and thank you for watching the video. If you like the content, make sure to hit that like button, share the content with others if you found it useful, and subscribe because it does help grow the channel as well. Make sure to go ahead and leave comments below sharing your experiences with renter's insurance, maybe renter's insurance claims, issues that you've run into, or just general feedback. I always love to hear from you. Till next time, take care of yourselves. Bye.